All right, here we are at Solana Accelerate. It's going to be a fun day here today. We're relaxing on the set, and I am here with Lucas, coming in from Jito, of course. Nice booth right over there. So
thank you.
Nice placement too. I like what you guys have done. So welcome to the show. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
When you look at launching a new platform like JTX, first of all, explain what it is, and then I want to get into kind of the challenges that you guys have run into.
Yeah, so JTX is where smart money trades everything. It's a Solana trading engine, a product that people can use to trade on Solana. And we've spent the past 4 years really in every corner of the network on Solana. So like deep in the infrastructure, we built the Jito Solana Validator client, Jito Sol. We've helped generate over $1 billion of revenue for stakers and validators on this network. And we just learned a lot about how the network works, and we want to get more involved with bringing people on chain. And there's only so much we can do at the infrastructure layer. Like, the users aren't interacting with the infrastructure. They see some of the benefits of it, but we really want to get more involved with the users. And so we feel like there's a good wedge in the market for us to go in, and we really want to get more people trading on chain and people that are trading on CEXs and all that, and bring them onto Solana.
So moving from an infrastructure layer to more of the front-facing side of what's happening within the Solana ecosystem, that's a pretty big leap.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a different kind of customer in essence. And you're also talking about different strategies that are being utilized to be able to onboard.
Yeah.
What kind of things are you guys running into, at least on the initial launch?
There's going to be a lot of challenges. Maybe we'll talk in a year from now and see what those were. But we're definitely we have to think about things differently. We're not selling to validators and users, or we're not selling to validators and traders. We're selling to users. So yeah, we're really changing the way that we talk about the product compared to our previous products, and think about go to market differently. And it's going to be really challenging and really fun, and our team's really looking forward to it. We have a multi-year time horizon, many year time horizon for Jito and Solana, and we have the capital and the team to make it happen.
In terms of competition, I would say this is somewhat in competition with Jupiter. You look at how well Jupiter has done so far in the market. What kind of products do you feel that you guys would launch, or services within what you guys are doing now, that would kind of separate you from the pack?
Yeah, we are really focused on this pro retail, prosumer customer. So maybe someone trading on perp dexes on other chains, people trading on centralized exchanges. They want a really good experience. They want charts to work. They want all the different order types. They want TWAPs. And so we're really focused in making it the best possible trading experience. We're not trying to do everything at once. It's not a swap box. It's not a meme coin sniper. It's a professional trading environment. Yeah. And so that's what we're really going to focus on. We're going to focus on spot first, and then move into perps and prediction markets in the future.
So perps and prediction markets coming. What about something where we have seen the rollout of lending and borrowing on and within other platforms out there? Would that be something also that'll be flowing out with you guys?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, I think the way that we think about it is just what do pro traders want? If they want that, then we will do it. Okay. It's a possibility, but we don't want to be the everything app and be mediocre at everything. We want to really focus on this pro trader, and I think they're currently underserved on Solana.
I would agree with that. I think that is an issue right now for the pro trader. I mean, you have a lot of degens that are out there, and there's a lot of communities out there that kind of serve that crowd. What about, well, first of all, is this going to be a single chain DEX?
Yes,
okay,
all on Solana.
All on Solana.
It's not a DEX, it accesses all the DEXs on Solana. So we're using a DFlow for aggregation. So, it'll pull from Meteora, Orca, and then all the prop AMMs that are on Solana that are giving, you can actually trade Solana, ETH, and BTC on Solana cheaper than on the top centralized exchanges. So interesting. Yeah, that's not news. It's been going on a while, but it's why are people not trading here?
That's the thing. I don't think people just don't use it, is the scenario. All right, let's go into the Phoenix Perp Trade partnership that you guys are doing. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so in the near future, we will support trading Phoenix Perps on JTX. We think their team is super solid and they have a really good product. And I think they'll continue to list more and more assets and bring more people on chain. So we really want to support Solana products on JTX and offer the best trading experience we can. They're doing record volumes and record OI every day. And so we're super bullish on that team. So you'll be able to trade spot all on chain on Solana, and then also go into perps and trade those as well.
What was so when you put a roadmap like this together, Lucas, I mean, you had to have a whole line list of things that you wanted to put in this. What was it that was driving you, other than the pro trader component that you mentioned? Was there anything else that was driving you in terms of trying to move from infrastructure out to where you're going with this now?
Yeah, I mean, we can only do so much at the infrastructure layer. Like, we've built really good infrastructure. We've helped, I think, played a meaningful role in Solana scaling. You know, our infrastructure is super important throughout 2024 and 2025 to take a lot of the load off the network. And then now I feel like the infrastructure is really solid and it's super fast, super cheap. It's only gonna get better. And so we're thinking, like, what can we do to make Solana more successful and Jito more successful? There's only so much we can do at the infrastructure layer.
Yeah.
So we really want to go up the stack. We were toying with a few ideas and we felt like this like pro trading was really in our DNA. We've just learned so much about the network, like how does the network work, like all the nitty gritty details. All these other teams come to us and ask for advice on all these different things. So we just have a ton of knowledge on how this network works. And I think we'll be able to give a much better trading experience.
Do you think though that working on pro traders, if you look at because I think DEXs now are starting to attract very early crypto traders as well. Do you think that is much more of a graduation of a new crypto user that eventually would go there? What are your pipeline?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are trading on blockchains and they're not even trading crypto. So like, other perp dexes are doing a ton of volume in oil and commodities, other commodities, RWAs, like S&P 500. And there's kind of this different trader that I think some people have evolved, and then there's also this other cohort of people that are just coming on chain. They want to trade when the stock market's not open, like on the weekends. They want to take leverage. Yeah.
Gotta have it.
And so I think people want to use these products because they are superior. They don't really even care if it's like a DEX. They don't care what's going on underneath. They just want the best possible trading experience. They want a lot of assets. And so I think if we can like abstract all that away and just offer like the best trading experience, you can trade crypto, you can trade RWAs and commodities and all these other things, then people will love it.
What are your thoughts about, I mean, we have seen in the early stage a little bit of a migration, I would say, of the more early adopters that have moved even off of traditional markets and moving to the 24/7 perp dexes. Do you think that is going to be a phase that Wall Street is going to accelerate into, or you think it's mostly going to come from retail?
I think mostly retail. There is a lot of big boy market makers on like these other 24/7 venues on chain. Even on Solana, like Jump Trading announced a few weeks ago, they're running Bison Fi. Bison Fi is the number one prop AMM on Solana for Sol USDC volume. And so, they're on Solana. You can imagine they're on other chains as well. So I think it's it's both. It's like a two-sided marketplace. Like, if you have a lot of retail people coming on chain, then the market makers are going to be there. And if you kind of need them to like grow at the same time, market makers aren't going to show up and quote deep liquidity if there's no retail flow. So I think we're kind of like seeing these two things like rise at the same time.
Let's talk about prediction markets. It's all the rage right now. We're seeing a lot of movement here. Almost everybody out there is partnering. Can you share anything on that?
Yeah. We'll have prediction markets in the future. There's no good Solana options right now. There will be in the near future.
This year?
I think so, yeah. I don't want to make the announcement for this company. That's for them to announce, but we'll definitely echo it when they announce. And I think it's a very cool model from like a technical standpoint, and I think it'll be a really good product, and we'll definitely have it. And yeah, we really just like to see more people building on Solana, like super fast, super cheap, permissionless infrastructure. And so
well, listen, I think we're going to find that maybe here today at Accelerate. You know, see a lot of devs here, quite a bit. It's already starting to mill around, so maybe your wish is going to be happening soon.
Yeah.
When you look at targeting MEV on Jito, you've got to consider Citadel and Canton. How do you think about that? What is your opinion of what some analysts would consider there?
We really try to do our best to mitigate any negative forms of MEV. We have this new system called BAM that we're doing a lot of cool stuff in. It's basically a block builder inside of a TE. So you get like privacy, confidentiality. I won't go too far in the weeds on this because I see people's like eyes start to glaze over when I start to get in the weeds. But yeah, we're just trying to do more in there to allow market makers to quote tighter spreads, mitigate some of these negative forms of MEV. And we're doing this. There's a ton of other people on Solana that are doing research and showing data and like getting more data on tracking this. I think that other ecosystems have like an outdated view on what's going on. I think the problem is not as severe as they might lead people to believe. And so like, as I mentioned, like Solana is the best place to buy Solana. Like the spreads are tighter than any CEX, like the best CEX. Yeah, people are getting really good prices on chain.
Well, and I think we're seeing now people starting to realize that, so you're seeing a certain amount of adoption curve that has started to take place, even in the last 12 months. A lot of new people that are coming to Solana, definitely new traders are starting to explore what's happening in permissionless chains. So very cool stuff. Thanks for coming in today, Lucas. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you guys here from Accelerate, so stay tuned. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, and also join our free private member group. The link is in the description.